What it do, Jules Crew? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do, Jules Crew? What it do? What it do? What it do? Your girl is back with another video. And yeah, in this video today, I'm going to be explaining my experience from the time that I set my appointment to get my BBL in Mexico and that day of. Mainly it's going to be the day of, and I have some unseen footage also that will be in this video. So let's get started. So I had my surgery May 20th of 2020 in Mexico, right after the border. When I tell you it's literally 2 minutes after the border, it's 2 minutes after the border. I set my appointment April 21st or 22nd, and I set it for a month later because I said, what is the next available day that you have? Because I was ready, period, point blank. The girl was ready. So I set it for May 20th. Now, when I said it, I wish I had did May 11th because of work purposes, but I still did May 20th, and I took off a week from work. So everything is approved. May 19th, I go to work and we drive to Mexico after I get off work. I got off at like 3:30 that day. So it was a 5.5 hour drive to Mexico. My parents took me. Remember I told y'all that. My parents had took me, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And so I set my appointment for May 20th. Now they told us to be there at 8 o'clock. Mind you, I had talked to the doctor already. So this is Dr. Martin Castillo in Mexico. So I talked to him and I was like, because I was ready. I was like, how can I be one of the first people? He was like, get here at la-da-da-da-da time. Cool. And yeah, I'm just explaining my process on me having surgery in Mexico. So just my process the day of my surgery. So cool. They have this transportation lady that you can call. If y'all want her information or anything, just DM me and on Instagram because Facebook is getting too out of hand. So add me on Instagram and DM me. Secondly, before I get into this video, y'all see this wash and go? This is what I did on my video yesterday. Well, by the end of it. So if y'all didn't check out that video yesterday, go check it out. So now, she has a number where you call her and it's $30. It's $50 for one person and $30 for each additional person. My parents weren't trying to drive their car over the border or whatever, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So we called her. We left our car at the hotel for that day because my doctor, you stay overnight at the hospital. Or the little clinic, whatever it is. It looks more like a little clinic. So you stay overnight. Cool. I get there. She's supposed to be picking me up. Didn't tell me that she had to pick up 17 other more people. So we waiting. My parents waiting because the doctor told me to be there at 8. It's about 8:30. She still ain't here. So I'm already getting mad because I'm like, okay, he told me to be here at a certain time. I'm trying to get my surgery. Try to be one of the first ones. Period. I originally went there for lipo 360 and a BBL. Turns out I got a mega lipo where they just took my stomach. They didn't touch my back. They took a little bit of my size too. Then they added 2.1 liters per cheek. So she get there around like 9 o'clock. Mind you, she already have a whole family in there. And then my whole family gets in there. And then she stops again right after me and gets 2 more girls. And they have to sit on top of each other because whatever. But she made her coins. I know she do. So we get in there and everything. We pull up. she make us, for the border, she made us get out the car. And I think it was like $1, $2 or something. You had to give them, you had to have it in quarters. And we walked across the border to get there. You didn't need really no ID or nothing like that. I needed my ID and my birth certificate to get, we all needed our birth certificate and our ID to get back. Unless you had a passport, then you could just use your passport. But so we walked over the border. We get over there, she meet us there, and we get in the car. So we get there, we check in, it's about 9:30, we get there at 9:30. We checking in, you gotta give, like, they make you have, like, you have to have a person there with you. So my dad signed the papers, he was with me. Right after that, we went up to our room, they gave us our room. Now, our room, it came with 2 futon beds because you were allowed 2 guests to come. So it came with 2 futon beds and a regular, and then my bed. So, and then the restroom had, the toilet was in like a shower. So when you sit, and I didn't know what it was really for at first, but I'll tell y'all what it was at the end. We're close to the end. So cool. So I had already had my test results done, so I knew I was good, but they still wanted to do it even after that. They wanted to make sure, whoop-de-whoop. So I wanted to go there personally, knowing like my hemo was good and all that stuff. All my stuff was straight. So, but they still had to redo it. So first, there was a man that came in, got my information, blah, 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 blah. He took my blood. And then he had to try to find my vein from here. And that took him like 10 minutes because he couldn't find not one good vein in these arms. Doctors can never find my dang veins in my arms, period. But when he did, that doctor was so good. I didn't literally feel no pain. I'm not one of those that's scared of needles at all. But I felt not even a pinch. And they'd be like, no, not even a pinch. He was A1. So good. So he found it. I'm doing all that. Then my EKG lady come in. I'll have a video of that unseen that my mom had recorded. So I'm probably going to put that video clip in now. So yeah, probably gonna put it in now or y'all just seen it. And that was the process for that. It was easy, it was smooth. You just laid there. They made you change into your gown. You had to take everything off. So I'm laying there. Mind you, I'm thinking, the doctor told me I was gonna be one of the first ones. So it's about 10 o'clock now. And they already took my, they took your payment. You had to pay in cash. So I paid $300 cash out. To do my security deposit, I paid $300 on the month before. I cashed out the lady. I was a little iffy about that too. But yes, I cashed out her and everything was legit. $300. So when I got there, I only had to pay $2,100. So I had my $2,100 in cash plus $50 because I got the pain pump that supposed to last like 8 hours or something like that. So I paid $2,150. Gave it to her. She wrote off my receipt. Cool, done. So I paid at this time. It's about 10:30. Remember, paid at this time. Did my EKG. Did my he pulled my blood and stuff to check my body, make sure everything was good. Then I'm still thinking I'm like still gonna be one of the first people because I'm guessing they told me like the easier surgeries come first and then the harder stuff like the tummy tucks and the mommy makeovers, all that come last. That was a lie. So at this point they moved me to another room, like a suite, because they were doing construction and they had to do something to my room, which I was okay with. Because that suite they put me in was way nicer. You can eat in there. It was way more space. It was a bigger room. There was luxury compared to the other room. So I was good. My mama didn't like it. They had the TV on the wall. Whoop. Done. Girl, it's about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is approaching. And I'm sitting up here irritated because he was like, okay, the next person that come in is going to be the doctor. He going to mark you up and stuff like that. After he mark you up, then like 30 minutes later to an hour, you're going to go in for your surgery. So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, it's coming up. But it's already 1, so I'm already kind of getting irritated because I haven't ate. I didn't eat since 12 o'clock like to 11 p.m. the day before. So May 19th, I stopped eating at like 10. And it's 1 o'clock p.m. the next day. So my body don't work like that. See, I work overnight, so I eat at night. I don't eat during the day. So when the night can't, you can drink none or you can eat anything. So I'm already thirsty and hungry. So cool. 1 o'clock coming. 2 o'clock hit. So I'm just irritated. And one of the doctors come in like, you okay? I'm like, no. Doctor told me to be here at the same time. Like, I ain't even seen him. And they're like, oh, you ain't seen him? No, he hasn't came in here at all. Like, I haven't even told him what I want, like my wish picks, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I like this doctor because when I got there was other thicker girls, like way thicker than me that was there. So he does do all shapes and sizes. Like, you have to be whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I just wanted a natural body look. I didn't want no big old booty. I didn't want I wanted a slope. Or I did want a slope, but I didn't want a whole bunch more booty because I just wanted my stomach pretty much gone, and which it is, because my stomach for the most part gone. And yeah, so right after that, after he see that attitude coming, doctor walk in 10 minutes later, literally 10 minutes later. So I stand up, the doctor take pictures. It was a little awkward for me because he took my pictures naked. I know you're supposed to, but it was a little awkward. So he taking my pictures, blah, 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 blah. He was saying that he wanted me to get mega lipo instead of 360 so I can see a way better result for my stomach. I was like, dang, okay, so they ain't gonna get my back, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I was like, okay, whatever. My stomach, that's really the main part that I came. My back, I can do whatever too. So, and I have a booty and no stomach still. They ain't really gonna see your rolls in the back. Oh, well, unless you're showing them. So, cool. I'm like, all right, bet. Just take as much out as you can. Whatever the limit is, take it out. Take it. So, he's like, okay, we'll do. He signed me up. Mark my whole body. Doop, 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 doop. circle the parts where he gonna put the fat, the transfer fat, and I lay back down. So 30 minutes later, somebody walk in like, all right, let's go. They stole my shoes. I'm gonna say that they stole my Nike shoes. They stole my Nike shoes because I had to. Right when I got down, it was a little scary because they made me go down this elevator. It was one of them creepy elevators. Like, oh, you about to die today. Like, I was praying in that elevator. Like, I don't do elevators, so I was like, please, oh please, let me get off this elevator and be alive. So I got off of the creepy elevator, and it was like, okay, take off your shoes and put on these little slipper shoes. Cool. Take off my shoes, thinking they gonna give it back to my mama. Them. Put them on, and they put me on like this hard table. It wasn't that hard, but it was like a hard one of them little scary tables that I'm thinking somebody about to murder me on, just slaughter me. And I walk in, and one of the dudes on his phone, the one that's giving me the medicine to put me, I didn't go to sleep. Well, it wasn't like I wasn't put all the way under because I was under local. Like I told you, I woke up like 3 times during my surgery. Cool. So he get off his phone. He like, so I'm about to give you this. It's gonna put you to sleep. We'll do. Cool. So you gonna get a little. He said you're gonna get a little dizzy, and then you're just gonna be asleep. So he did it, and I lay back down. During this time, I fall asleep quick, probably less than a minute. I fall asleep. And they give me an epidural. They do the epidural after they already put you to sleep. So you don't feel nothing. I didn't even know they did the epidural. That's why I didn't feel nothing from my bottom, like this half. I didn't feel anything. Even when I woke up, you know, thinking you're going to wake up during surgery, you're going to be in pain. No, I had an epidural and it worked. So I was in absolutely no pain the whole time. So they doing it and I wake up the first time. They give me some more sleeping medicine. I go back to sleep. I wake up the second time and I look and I'm like, what part are y'all on? He's like, the butt. And he was like, there's really no point to put you back to sleep because we're at the end. So the man taking pictures, he like, yeah, it goes with your thighs. You know, I got thicker thighs. I got thick thighs. So he was like, it goes with your thighs. It's not too much. It's just what you asked for. Cool. Only part I was mad about with my back that I couldn't get it done was this, like this part right here. That's the only part I was really mad at. Well, not mad, I was upset, but since my butt still went out more, it still looks good, and I can still wear, like, one pieces, and it still look good on that, so I was still good at the time. I didn't know it at the time, but I was like, dang, I wish I got, like, my lower little back piece done. So, yeah, so we do it. They put me on another stretcher and put me in my room. I don't feel my legs, y'all, so I know I got an epidural. I'm already like, okay, the man told me it's going to be about 3 to 4 hours. Then you're going to start feeling your leg. Who? 3 to 4, what hours? I didn't start feeling I cried at one point. That's the only time I cried during the whole process. I wasn't in no pain. I wasn't in nothing. And you know how some people, they'll put you in your faja by the time you get up and you wake up? No, I wasn't in my faja. Because this clinic, this doctor, they take you a shower before they put you in your faja. So after your body gets from being numb, during the time that you're numb, you go lay down. They bring you some soup, some apple or orange juice, and some water so you can hydrate your body after that. So you do all that, cool. I'm eating my soup, and the soup was good. And I don't eat soup, but I ate that whole thing up, and I drank my little juice and whatever. 7 hours later is when I start feeling my feet after surgery. My legs, they start tingling. 7 hours. Y'all could see how I was scared. It was 7 hours. So cool. My feet getting unnumb. And I'm thinking I could walk now. I'm trying to be a G. Like, man, come on, take the shower so I can put my faja on. Period. Doctor picked me up. And I get up slow because I'm still numb. But I'm not completely. I can feel my stuff and I can move it. Like my dad would be pinching me every hour to see. He'll pinch me. And if I feel it, he'd be like, okay, yo, your feeling coming back. Your feeling coming back. So that's how I know, okay, you know, I wasn't about to be, you know, paralyzed because I was a little scared. So he picked me up and I started walking a few feet. I said, sir, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. By the time I sat back down, I passed out. My mom ran over there and she was like hitting my face a little bit. So I was like, it was probably for like 30 seconds or whatever. And then I woke back up. That was the only time that I kind of did something. I don't know if it was because my body and the epidural and the medicine, whatever, but it was like, nah, sis, you ain't ready. So I laid down for another hour and a half. Then they came back and picked me up again, and I was good at that time. I was walking slow still. And they put me on the toilet where the shower thing was. They took off the shower head, and my mama came in there and took me a shower. I had a male nurse. He would have took me a shower anyways because that was his job, and I really didn't care. But my mom was there, so she just did the honors and took me a shower like she's done when I was a baby in my whole life. So, not my whole life, but you know what I mean. And so yeah, I take my shower. When I get out, they put my faja on. They put me in, I was in a large faja right after surgery. I was in an extra large faja right after surgery. So they put me in my large, extra large. One of them, I think it was extra large faja. And I lay down and I'm good. So I'm just watching TV. I really couldn't eat that much after that. So I ate that soup and drank my water, drank my juice, stay hydrated, and went to sleep. The next morning, the doctor came in and, I mean, not the doctor, the nurse came in and took out my IV about 7:30. And I was back in the car with, I think her name was Maria or Marisol, something like that, by 8 o'clock. And she drove all of us back. We all was in the same car again. But it was even harder because now 2 of us had BBLs and the other lady, she didn't want no BBLs. I think she got a breast reduction and something else. So we were all in the same car together, stuck again. But I was on my knees. I was in the front on my knees. Who was on their butt? The other girl that was in there, we was real cool. She had already went to the DR to get her first surgery. She got a mommy makeover over there. She looked 18, but she got a mommy makeover over there. So when she came over here, she got another BBL. So her stomach was even more in, but she was sitting on her BBL pillow. And at that time I was like, sis, I ain't doing that. So I was kneeling, and then we get to the border again. Now they made everybody get out the car. And we had to walk somewhere, and they had to check the whole car, the vehicle, after they checked all of our IDs and stuff, make sure nobody was, I guess, hiding in there, doing whatever. So that was like a 10-minute process there. So we all had to get out. They checked our ID, they checked the car, they checked everything, they checked our bags. And after that, they gave us back the car, and we drove off, and we got back in our car, and we went straight from our car, and we went all the way home. So that was another 5.5-hour drive. And so my process was really actually smooth. It was very smooth. But the only thing is, like, I wish my surgery was when he told me, like, one of the first, but it really didn't matter because it was the same day. So I ain't big tripping, and I like my results. They're natural. They're not too much. They're not that Kim K booty that just sits right there. No. I like the results. Stomach on fleek. Still got that booty. Something I didn't have before. So, yeah. But, I think that's it for this video. That was just my story time. There's going to be more videos, more story time videos on everything now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Love y'all so much. We ain't going nowhere but up. Up, 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 up. And I see y'all in the next video. Deuces.